Hi friends, thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. Today's layout is using the Pebbles Happy Cake Day collection. And so I only bought a couple pieces of this collection, mainly because it was rainbow themed and I had to document, well, I still have to document my daughter's 6th birthday, which was rainbow themed, so I thought it was perfect. And so you can see there that I'm starting off on that text piece of cardstock, and I'm just going at it bare. I have not gessoed that paper, just using my Recollections watercolor set. This is just a cheapie set from Michaels. I think it works just fine. The only thing that I've done to this set is that I bought a regular white watercolor paint because I went through the white really fast because I'd like to make my colors opaque. And so I went through that a lot. So I just filled that the white little pan with the paint. So I'm going to do some of the smooshing. It's not even the smooshing technique. I'm not even sure what this technique is called, to be honest with you. It's got so many names. But I'm just, adding some watercolor and adding some mixed media here. I'm just kind of being random and don't really have a rhyme or reason as to why I'm doing anything. I'm just doing what I think looks nice, what I think that I'll like. And so I'm mixing, first I did that yellow, that light yellow color. It's kind of like a butter color. And now I'm just going back and adding some pink. Eventually I will add a bit more and kind of mix the two so that they create just like this really pretty orange color. And now I'm going through and I'm going to add some splatters. And I just do that by picking up some more color and adding more water. And just using my brush and splattering away. I do the same with the yellow here. And I just wait like less than a minute, like 30 seconds, until it's kind of like absorbed into the paper, and I just wipe with a Kleenex. And then this way I have some transfer of color, but I don't have all the water to make my background paper like soggy and warped. It still warps because I don't gesso, but I mean, for the most part, it's pretty good. So I really like this diagonal striped, kind of like, it's a rainbow but diagonally striped. And so I know that I want to use it for sure. How I'm going to use it, I don't know, but ultimately I decide that I'm going to take some, I'm going to cut down that text paper a little bit from each side. There I am with my wonky cutter. I can't even tell you how many cutters I've bought in, throughout the duration of my scrapbooking years. Like, I've been scrapbooking for like 15 or 16 years, maybe even more, and I have bought, I can't even tell you how many. And this one I was like, this is gonna be it, this is gonna be the winner, and it's still, it's crooked. So I kind of have to eyeball things and you know eyeball them to make sure that they're straight, because if I use the ruler on the cutting guide, it's definitely not straight. So the photo that I'm using is printed in black and white, and it's kind of dark because we were singing happy birthday to my daughter, and the lights were off. But I just love the contrast. There's a lot of contrast in this photo. There's a lot of, it's more of a, think about it like a noir kind of, filter, right? And that's actually probably what's on this photo, but I mean, it's darker than a normal black and white photo would be. I'm just going through and I'm matting my photo here, just kind of haphazardly and random. You guys know that I don't really have like a formula. I just kind of do what I think looks good. Sometimes it doesn't look good, and sometimes my layering comes out really, really nice and I'm really happy with it, and sometimes it's just like, meh, it's okay, right? So I'm adding some foam dimensional sheet on the back, as you saw there. I like my photo to jump off the page just a little. Now I'm going to go through the icon ephemera, and I'm just going to find some pieces that I think will work. Some of them are really cute, but I couldn't use them. Like that llama with the balloons was really cute, and that sloth. And those people are very random. I don't know. The people in the collection here are very random, cute, but very random, and so I didn't use them. I thought maybe I put a hat or a crown on my daughter's head, but I don't end up doing that. I use my hot glue gun for a lot of things now in my scrapbooking. I'm liking the way I've been doing it for I think a couple years now, but I'm really liking the way it holds and what it adheres. I have no complaints, and yes, I know that it's not acid and lignin free, but I'm okay with that. So I just cut down those tags from the ephemera pack, and I'm going to use them as layering pieces. The gold in this collection is really pretty too, but that gold striped one did not make it. And so everything that I'm trying to put in place is not really working. So I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's work on the title. And then I think, you know what? This background needs something else. I don't want to just stick a piece or the title or an ephemera onto this background paper. So what I do here, as you can see, is that I cut some more paper and I mat it. And that's going to be my grounding piece there. So my title will sit on there and the ephemera will sit on there too. Those party hats are super cute. Love them. And I love that they're rainbow. So I fiddle a lot here. You'll see how much I actually fiddle. And I'm trying to make things work because this collection, I'll be honest, was teeny tiny bit difficult for me to use because it was just so cute. Like that snail with the cupcake and that, you know, that birdie and the florals, super cute, but you know, I'm not used to using such cute, gosh darn cute stuff. So I fiddle around a lot. Also, I haven't sat down at my desk in a little bit, and I think that I was, you know, I needed to use some creative juice and just get working and stuff, but I was kind of hesitant and kind of like reserved. I wasn't kind of just like letting go and scrapbooking. And so I think that played an issue as well, and not so much the collection, but it was also me, right? Because this actually, I'll be honest with you, is that background paper, the background smushing technique got done on a different day. It was actually the day before that the actual layering and like scrapbooking got done. And that was because a good friend of mine called and we went out for coffee. And so I said, well, what comes first, scrapbooking or, you know, a Starbucks date? And hence the next day of continuation on the scrapbook layout. So the title is created with the thickers that are part of this collection, and fair enough, this collection, these thickers are called Happy Birthday. I know, right? So I decide that the title is going to be Hooray, Happy Cake Day. It's a long title, and I like big titles sometimes. I like big titles, and I cannot lie. And this was one of the cases that I really enjoyed having a longer title, because these thickers are these thickers are really cute. And unless I make a card, you know, it's a little bit more difficult for me to use like the entire pack of thickers, but they're so cute. I just, you know. So I have to say that my daughter's birthday theme this year was rainbow. And so this collection that was the main reason why I chose this collection. But also this collection had that very cute rainbow there that you see sitting at the top left-hand corner of the screen. But I didn't use it. So there will be other layouts. There will be other layouts for her birthday, but on this layout, it didn't make it. See, I try to move it around and kind of find where it works, but it just doesn't in this case, unfortunately. I do like that cake stand though. It had a regular like brown cake, and that brown was not meshing with, you know, the rest of the things, and I would have had to have like a trio, like a triangle, just for myself. There's no rules in scrapbooking, but I would have had to make a visual triangle, and I didn't want to add another piece of brown to the layout to form the triangle, so I just decided to stick with the one, which is the porcupine with the balloons tied around his waist, which is super adorable. I love him. I'm not sure what I'm doing right here. Oh, I went to go get my 1-inch circle punch. This guy I rarely used, but decided to pull him out because I needed something else for this collection or for this layout, because like I mentioned, I only bought bits and pieces because I knew that I wanted to document my daughter's birthday, but it's not a collection I would use on the regular. And so I pull out the 1-inch circle punch and an epoxy flare, and I just make my own epoxy flare. So I use some gold thread and create a nest so that the thread sits on top, and I'm also tucking in some of that thread in the top left hand corner of the photo, and it's also going to be at the bottom right hand. Oh, okay baby, be right there, hold on. It's my baby, she's homesick today. And Netflix is not working. I need to keep her occupied for 12 minutes and 35 seconds. And so now I pull out some LE Studio printables. I've had these sitting on my desk for like 2 years. They're just things that I've printed out and never used, with the intention of one day hoping to use them. And today I did. So if you go to LE's Studio, I think like on their blog and stuff, they have like a printable section. And I just printed these on like cardstock when I went to Staples one time and just sat there one day and fussy cut. Super easy. So the blue tab says Sweet Tooth. And I'm just going to add a couple of tags too, so that are in the same color scheme. So I'm going to use some more gold thread, and I'm going to add an S, and then on top of that I'm going to add a little tag, that little blue one there. And on top of that there's that aqua one that says look at this, and then that corally one that says what does it say? Makes me happy? Something like that. I can't read it right now. It's really little. So, and that's it mainly for my layout. I believe now I'm going to take, yep, there it is, the Heidi Swapp Color Shine in the gold. And I'm going to add a whole bunch of gold love to my page. This is really the finishing touch. This is something that I do to about 75% of my pages. It's either the gold or from Heidi Swapp or the brushed pewter from Tim Holtz. And that's my layout. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm trying to create more. I'm trying to sit down at my desk. I really hope that you guys enjoyed my video and will give me a like. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.